YouTube, it's Tiger1324 back here today with part 3 of my PS2 collection. I'll keep this intro short. This video will be a lot smaller than the other parts probably, because there's not too much here compared to the last one, but I want to keep this video short because I've got things to do, so I'll just get straight to it. SSX on Tour, snowboarding game, pretty good one. SSX3 is going up in price, at least on GameCube, but GameCubes are expensive anyway. Time Crisis 2, great port of the arcade game, obviously using the G-Con 2 and the G-Con 45 if you have one. They don't work on modern TVs, you need an old fat CRTV. Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, fantastic. All the Grand Theft Auto games are pretty good. This is basically the PSP port. I think it's okay. It's not as good as the original Grand Theft Auto 3. Cell Damage Overdrive. It's like Twisted Metal for kids, but it really wasn't for kids. I love this game. This is so fun. One of my favourite games. Really fun game. Lots of different weapons and stuff. It's wacky. It reminds me of Looney Tunes, sort of. Tony Hawk's Underground, really good game, improved a lot over Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Lots of different places to do, and you can do like running and jumping and stuff, which was new for this Tony Hawk game, and still probably one of the best Tony Hawk games. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4, my favourite Tony Hawk game of all time. I love this game. I used to play it so much, and it still holds up pretty well today. Much better than number 5, I hear. Prince of Persia, Sands of Time, fantastic games. The Prince of Persia games are, at least the original trilogy. This one's really good. A great way to start the series. Well, at least in 3D anyway. Prince of Persia Warrior Within, second one in the Prince of Persia series, improved a lot over the first one. This one had more combat than the first one did, but still a pretty good game nonetheless. The Two Towers, again, improved more on the combat. This one sort of reminds me of God of War, sort of. This one's more like God of War. God, bloody ulcer, it fucking kills. Call of Duty Finest Hour. This isn't the first ever Call of Duty. It's the first one on console. But Call of Duty originally was on PC, and then Call of Duty Classic came out as a digital download for Xbox 360 and maybe PS3. I think you got Call of Duty Classic when you pre-ordered one of the Call of Duty games. But yeah, this is the first one on console. The only one that I haven't played actually. Call of Duty 2 Big Red One, exclusive to the this generation of consoles, PS2, Xbox and GameCube. Call of Duty 2 was different on the Xbox 360. Not a bad game though either. Grand Theft Auto 3, fantastic game, must play, must own. It's so good. Even today, I know it doesn't, graphics and that don't hold up very well, but this game was so good back at the time. Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories, again, the PSP port. It's not a bad game, but not one of the memorable ones. Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. What do I need to say about Metal Gear Solid? One of the best games of all time. Some people didn't like this one because you didn't really play a snake, but I did. I thought it was a pretty good Metal Gear Solid game, even today. Serious Sam, Next Encounter. Just a game like where you just go around killing loads of monsters and things like that. Really fun game though. The Sims, the first port to console. Not a bad port from the PC, but this one was a lot different than a PC port. And it isn't really a port, it's more like a game built from the ground up, and it's actually pretty good. And then the Sims in the City, again sort of like the Sims, it's a game built up from the ground, but this one completely different. You're basically living like urban lifestyle, and it's actually one of my favourite Sims games on console. Gauntlet 7 Sorrows, it's like the original Gauntlet game, but obviously in 3D and stuff, and it's very true to the Gauntlet series. Smuggler's Run, Rockstar game, I haven't played it, but it's sort of like a racing game, but with off-road and stuff, and you smuggle stuff. Apparently it's meant to be quite good. Cascade Medic, also known as Bully. I don't know if this game will become rare one day, but Bully definitely is harder to find now. Great game, must play. It's like GTA but in school. Dynasty Warriors 2, the first ever Dynasty Wars in my opinion. The first Dynasty Wars was on PS1 and was a one-on-one fighting game like Soul Calibur, but then obviously this one was a launch game and set the Dynasty Warriors tone as we know it today. Devil May Cry 2, some people didn't like this one, I did. It's actually a pretty good game even today. Some people just didn't like this one as much. I did. I've got an exploder light here. It's just got a bunch of different cheats for your PlayStation games. I just find these and they just reminds me of stuff. Childhood memories. Time Splitters 2, fantastic game. Time Splitters games are all good. This one is really good, but I play this more on the GameCube. Spyro, Enter the Dragonfly, not a bad Spyro game, not as memorable as the original Spyro games, but not too bad. Buster Block, it's like an Arkanoid clone, and it looks alright. Arkanoid. Time Splitters Future Perfect, my favourite game of all time. I love this game to pieces. Won't say much on it because I'll be doing a review of the Time Splitters games in the future. Kingdom Hearts, haven't put nearly enough time into this game, but from what I've played of it, it's actually not too bad. It's like Disney meets Final Fantasy. Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition. The only difference with the Special Edition is you get to play as Virgil, and it's still a fantastic game. Grand Theft Auto Vice City, what can I say about it? It's one of the best games of all time on the PS2. Fantastic game. Some people prefer it over San Andreas. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater again. What do I need to say about it? It's one of the best games of all time. I know I say that a lot, but it really is. Fantastic game. Must play. Improved so much over the other ones. But still fantastic and always a memorable game. I've never seen this slipcover before either. Star Wars Battlefront 2. The best Star Wars Battlefront game out there, at least on console. The PSP ones aren't too bad, but great game, must play. This is what Star Wars Battlefront 3 should have took from it. Castlevania, Curse of Darkness, haven't put a lot of time into this game, but it's like Castlevania, but I think you can like create and summon like monsters and stuff. Total Overdose, it's sort of like a mix between GTA, Max Payne, but over the top, and it's sort of like a Spanish theme. It's pretty fun. Max Payne, fantastic game. The first one, really good game. Film noir, bullet time, that sort of stuff. Resident Evil 4, just a normal version. Still a fantastic Resident Evil game. Metal Gear Solid 2 Subsistence. This is like the I guess you could say the ultimate versions of the game back in the day. Not many of these. It just comes with a bunch of new stuff in this game. Like, you know, VR missions, alternate missions, different characters, snake skateboarding. It's like the definitive edition on the PS2. There's not many games that had that, but Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 did. Another copy of Transformers because I know one of them don't work. Toka Race Driver 3. I love this game. It's sort of like Gran Turismo, but different racing cars mainly. Sims 2. Again, it's its own sort of style game on the PS2, and the Xbox and the GameCube. Love these games. Love the story mode on this game. Such really fun. You get to run around on doing stuff in that game. Simpsons Hit and Run, fantastic game. Obviously, everyone thought this was GTA for kids, but quite challenging at times, but still a memorable game nonetheless. Call of Duty 3, of course, this Call of Duty 3 came out on every console, and it's not a bad Call of Duty game. Medal of Honor Frontline, again, Medal of Honor was a Call of Duty competitor, but yeah, this one's not too bad. It's sort of the first one on the PS2. Medal of Honor Rising Sun, again, like Medal of Honor, Call of Duty. This one's really good though. I used to play multiplayer on this game a lot. Not online, but just multiplayer. Need for Speed Most Wanted, fantastic Need for Speed game. Probably my favourite Need for Speed game of all time. Love this one, much better than the crappy remake. Need for Speed Underground 2, still a fantastic game, improved over the first one. It had open world, which was new for its time. Devil Kings, haven't played it, but I hear it's like Dynasty Warriors. This game's definitely uncommon. I had to buy this one online because I've never seen it before in the shops. Penny Racers, it's sort of like I know it's sort of an updated version of the N64 game. Obviously, a pretty good game nonetheless. 13 again. I have this on Xbox. I mainly got it on PS2 because it has the hunt mode. Fantastic game. Driver 3R, I do have it on PS2, so that's why I'm doing these videos again, to look what I have. Sims 2 Castaway, I said this is what the Lost game should have been, and it's actually pretty fun, surprisingly. Dynasty Wars Extreme Legends 5, or 5 Extreme Legends, again, haven't played this one. Final Fantasy 12. Haven't played any Final Fantasy game, but the graphics look really good on this game, and I haven't played it, but I've heard that it's pretty good. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, another Mortal Kombat game. I like Mortal Kombat. They're sort of my second go-to fighting game. This video won't be that long, so Matrix Path of Neo, pretty good game, improved over the first Enter the Matrix, but not as memorable for some reason, but still a good game. Guitar Hero 2, you can use the controller on this one, so it's pretty good. Yeah, another Guitar Hero game. Gran Turismo 4, one of my favourite racing games of all time. It improved so much over the third one. Over 1,000 cars in this game. Well, 700 cars, but I used to play this one so much back in the day, and it's so good. I love this game. I need to put some more time into that. Dragon's Lair 3D Special Edition, I don't know what's so special about it, but yeah, it's like Dragon's Lair, but a 3D platformer, I guess. I don't know if you get the original Dragon's Lair on this game. It would be pretty cool if you do. Atari Anthology just comes with a bunch of Atari games. 18 arcade Atari games and 67 2600 games. Pretty good if you like Atari. Not bad, a compilation. Godzilla Save the Earth. These Godzilla games are pretty good. If you're a big fan of Godzilla. I haven't really seen any Godzilla movies. I've seen a few, but it's something that I probably would enjoy. It's like a fighting game, but with Godzilla characters. This is comes highly recommended. They're pretty fun. The Sims 2 Pets, of course, like the Sims 2 game, but this one didn't have a campaign, which annoyed me, but it's still pretty fun. And this one didn't have 2-player, which also was annoying. The Da Vinci Code, haven't played it, but probably isn't very good. It's like a puzzle adventure game like the movie. And then the last two are Big Mother Truckers 2, Truck Me Harder. It's like a truck racing arcade game, I guess. I don't know actually, it might be, it looks sort of like Burnout, but with, yeah, it looks sort of like Burnout. but with trucks this one might be quite fun. And then the last one is Torino 2006. It's a Winter Olympics game. 15 different Winter Olympics games. These Olympics games can be quite fun. Anyway, that was part 3 of my PS2 collection. Sorry if this video wasn't that quick. Like I said, I've got to be going out in about an hour, so I don't want this video to go on too long. If I have time, I'll do part 4 tonight. But from what I'm looking at, I might be able to do part 4 tonight. But I want to try and get it just done in one part, so I might have to speed through it a little bit. But anyway, part 3, the smallest part, but still, thought I might as well do a video while I can. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in part 4. Thank you.